what do you think the genre or the music or whatever, if anything, has lost by not having like scratching being so prominent on like big songs or big singles?
Scratching is one thing, but they're not making music to even scratch on now. And I tell young producers now, like it's a number of things. And first of all of the producers now don't own vinyl. They don't have no record collection. So everybody's using the software of whatever beat program that they're using. So there's the trap drums, and there's this drum kit, and the Just Blaze drum kit, and this drum, you know what I mean? So everybody's using the same 808 kick, snare, and hi-hat. So that's one thing. And then if you're just using that, and then there's no type of, there's like, it's soulless. That's another thing. There's no soul into the music, and it's not their fault. It's they're using what, you know, they're using the tools that they have access to.
Right.
So, for example, like a lot of music that we've made, and there's a lot of music that I've produced that I didn't sample at all, because sometimes I just play instruments. But the things that I play is inspired from older music.
Right.
You know, soul music, like 60s, 70s soul and funk. So I'm inspired by listening to that type of music to make new music. And I don't, you know, not to make, you know, the same music but just inspired to make something soulful. You know what I'm saying? And these kids don't have music to inspire them to make soulful music.
Right.
Like songs that are on the radio right now, throwbacks are songs that were 3 years ago. That's what they call throwbacks.
Right.
So these kids don't have the access to the soul that we had. So if you don't have access to any music in the past, how can you make something soulful?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think that's it's an interesting way to approach music, because I think that it is a different type of inspiration, but I also think too it's like people have different motivations. You know, I think that back in the day, as you're well aware, it was to be the best, or to be the most creative, or to do something that had
be
to
the
be
best and be the best in your own lane. And one more thing I wanted to touch on, like as far as soul music, like the music that's being made now doesn't give you goosebumps. You know what I'm saying? Like when you heard Rebel Without a Pause come on for the first time, you just goosebumps. You know what I'm saying? And that's called soul. That's why they call it soul music, because it touches your soul. You know what I'm saying? So these kids, you know, they don't have the access to the soul to make soul. So
as a producer, can't you help change or bring that back?
No, it's I can't help change it back. I can just do what I do. But the younger kids need to, and they have to do this on their own, because they're not, you know, the access is not there anymore on radio and on music television. And but what these kids have to do in order to go forward, you have to go back.
Right.
Listen to the music that your mother, the young kids, your grandmother. Listen to the music that your grandmother used to listen to.
Right.
And that music will inspire you to make greater music. That's how music carried on, you know what I'm saying? So like the music from the 50s inspired the music from to the 70s, so on and so forth. You gotta go back to go forward.
And then how, like with the stuff that you're doing now on a creative side, like how have you evolved, would you say, beyond everything we discussed? Like how do you look at things now different than what you did like in the, you know, the mid 90s when you were really getting going with it?
I still look at it the same, man, because if it's not broke, don't fix it, man. You know what I mean? Like my approach was always the same, and it always worked. Like every record damn near every record I produced went gold or platinum or more. So I'm not changing anything.
Okay.
You know, it's working. The people love it, and that's all it's about, man. Just give the people what they want. When you're making music, it's about you making it for them, for the consumer. So, and I say this to a lot of artists, especially artists from the 90s. I just use a simple term. Like, I don't smoke or drink, but I use the term of weed. Mm-hmm. Like, your music, your album is weed. So if you go to the weed spot, weed gate, wherever you go, dispensary, now they got dispensaries, so you know, wherever you get your weed from, and you go there all the time, you love that weed. Mm-hmm. Right? So the next time you go there and they switch the weed up because they want to experiment and try some new shit, and you don't like that weed, you're not gonna go there anymore. Right. You're gonna go to another weed spot where they got the shit that you like. And that's just how music is. That's how hip hop is. So when the artists, they got their album is popping, the customers are coming. They're buying the records. They're coming to the concerts. But if you want to start switching up from what you did on that first album and start wanting to try other type of styles of music, your fans don't want that. They want the same shit. You know, customers are creatures of habit. Give them the shit that they love. Mm-hmm. And if you want to experiment on something, experiment on one song, or maybe even an interlude. But don't change, because once you change, they're gonna move on to the next person. And your album is like weed, so keep giving them that bomb weed, and they keep coming back.
So then, for you also, since you have done and do so many different things, like for instance with doing the Beyonce stuff, how are you able to apply what you do and what you've been doing to a crowd that's probably not, you know, your normal demographic?
Because because just simple and plain, I'm a DJ. Mm-hmm. I don't know when the exact year, but the DJ had became partitioned. I don't know when the fuck that happened. Mm-hmm. I don't know why it happened, but I think it was out of DJs becoming lazy with different technologies of DJing. Like before any technology, if you was a DJ, I started DJing in the 70s. So when you was a DJ, you did everything. If there was no turntablist, there wasn't a house DJ, a disco DJ, a party DJ, a reggae DJ, a top 40 DJ. You played everything. You're a DJ, you play everything. You're supposed to do everything. You're supposed to play disco, play hip hop, play classics, play R&B, play rock, whatever you play. And you're supposed to be able to scratch a little bit and cut a little bit. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to be able to do a little bit of everything. Right. And then in the 90s, that shit, you know, DJs just like, you know what? I don't want to do that. I just want to scratch. And there's nothing wrong with that. Right. But it just became partitioned. So, you know, so now you have a house DJ, a soulful house DJ, a traditional house DJ, an EDM DJ, a hip-hop DJ, an underground hip-hop DJ, turntablist.
Well, do you think there was any role of that in the evolution of rap in particular? Because we went from the DJ being the focal point to the DJ being in the group to the DJ being kind of just on performing. You know, we went from DJ Eric being Rakim, DJ Jazz Jeff and Fresh Prince being first, to then a DJ, you know, not even existing on stage virtually.
Yeah, once the money got involved, then the rappers got greedy and the DJs got pushed into the background. And then things changed once DJs realized that we don't need MCs, we can just be artists on our own.